day, mates! Today we'll be looking at the class Mammalia, phylum Porifera, and phylum Cnidaria on today's episode. So we'll take a closer look now. So there's some humans over there. Let's go take a look at their unique structures. Alright, so some of the unique structures are a flexible backbone, so they can bend. And another unique structure is their hair. At some point in their life, they always have hair. So the type of skin that mammals have is called the hypodermis. Let's take a closer look. So the hypodermis is a fatty layer of the skin which allows the mammals to stay warm. It's pretty thick. So all mammals reproduce sexually. Sperm from the male fertilizes a female egg, and no water needed. Crikey, look over here. We see a male trying to court a female mammal. Oh my god, here comes the male dominant. Now they're off to sex. Okay, so where do all mammals live? Answer is, most mammals live on dry land, in deserts, in jungles, forests, mountains, and even some in water. So, what do mammals eat? All mammals are diverse when they eat. Some mammals are strictly herbivores, or strictly carnivores. However, some mammals will eat other food if necessary. Those are omnivores. Some might want to know how mammals breathe. Well, paired lungs are in the respiratory organs of mammals. All mammals, even the ones living in water, breathe oxygen, just like this.
And now a word from our sponsors. You want soft, luscious skin? Well, you're in luck. The phylum Porifera has many options to choose from, such as Demosponge, Calcareous, and Spongilia, grown organically in both salt and fresh water. What makes them unique, you might ask? The poriferans do not have mouths, so they filter all goodies from the water, and water is pumped through their body and out their pores, leaving you with the purest water, while also getting nutrients from said goodies. You will never have to replace your sponge. Simply grow another. Reproduce both asexually and sexually. You can grow your own in different ways. These sponges are hermaphroditic, producing both eggs and sperm at different times. Unlike fake sponges, real sponges are asymmetrical, so your phylum Porifera will always be unique and one of a kind. For only 30 easy payments of $29.99 plus shipping and handling, you can be the proud owner of La Phylum Porifera. But wait, there's more. For an additional 10 payments of $29.99, you can be the proud owner of 2 La Phylum Porifera. Call now, 1-800-SPONGE-SCAM.
Welcome back, mates, and thank you to our sponsor, La Phylum Porifera. Now we're going to go learn about phylum Cnidaria. But we're going to have to take a swim for this one, so make sure you got your goggles on. Nice to see you guys made it into our aquatic marine environment where all of phylum Cnidaria lives. These are jellyfish, but some other examples include anemones and scyphozoa. Anemones are like Nemo's house. So now we'll be talking about Cnidarian special structures. All Cnidarians have tentacles with stinging cells in their tips, which are used to capture and subdue prey. Fun fact, the name Cnidarian means stinging creatures. Stinging cells are called cnidocytes. They contain a structure called nematocyst. The nematocyst is coiled threads-like stinger. This is what they look like. Cut! Ah, it stings so bad. Wrap it. Does anybody have any warm water?
No, but I can pee on it for you.
No, don't do that. That's ridiculous.
I'll go get the water.
Oh, I'm okay, guys. Now, we're going to talk about what Cnidarians eat. Many Cnidarians eat small planktonic animals that they catch with their tentacles and stinging nematocysts. They don't go hunting, but have to wait for their prey to blunder in the tentacles. Once this has happened, other tentacles will draw that prey in and sting it with more stinging cells. Alright mates, I know you're wondering about all the good stuff now. How cnidarians reproduce. So, I'll let you know. Cnidarian sexual reproduction involves a complex life cycle with both polyp and medusa stages. An example is Scyphozoa and Cubozoa, which are box jellyfish. Their larva swims until it finds a good site, then becomes a polyp, thus producing more cnidarians. Some cnidarians reproduce asexually, like sea anemones. Those sea anemones split in half to become two sea anemones. So here's a quick clip so you can learn how it's done.
There are over 1,000 species of sea anemone in the ocean. But don't be fooled. They are nothing like the innocent flowers they're named after. Sea anemones are meat-eating killer fish traps. With the slightest touch, it injects a venomous neurotoxin into its prey, strong enough to paralyze a small fish. The tentacles drag the helpless fish into its central mouth, where it's digested whole. They may be clownfish, but they're no clowns. Sheltering in the arms of a predator takes a special kind of preparation. Scientists believe that clownfish brush themselves carefully against the tentacles until a layer of anemone mucus covers the fish. This fools the anemone into accepting it. Clownfish aren't the only ones to befriend this killer. Smaller sea anemones are a hot commodity in the field of underwater security. As part of the hermit crab's bizarre survival plan, it gathers up sea anemones to use as bodyguards. Hermit crabs don't have armor of their own, so they hide out in shells discarded by other animals. And this one's got a sea anemone pre-installed. But one isn't always enough. Sea anemones like staying put. They grip onto hard surfaces with a large disc-like foot. The hermit crab knows just the trick. A slight tickle here, an easy lift. His moves are so smooth that the anemone doesn't even close up during the procedure. An octopus has spotted his prey. He pounces on the crab, but gets a mouthful of anemone. He tries again. The meal is striking back. It's not worth his trouble. And the hermit crab's mobile fortress is a stinging success.
Alright mates, thanks for joining us on our adventure today while we look through the class Mammalia, phylum Porifera, and phylum Cnidaria. Join us next week on our adventure while we search for the magical unicorn and Bigfoot.
See you.